There we go. Now everyone should be able to hear me. Sorry about that. I actually used this setup for another live stream yesterday and had to switch some stuff around. So welcome to our last episode of, I'm calling it the season because the show may be back, but for now it's the last episode for a while of
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Have fun playing with your box.
All right, so we have the box from last week to finish up. I have another box over here that's got some pain in the ass pieces that I'm going to show you. And let's see who's in the chat. Hey, Travis, welcome. Doing well. Hey, Bot Boy. Alex, welcome. And Steve. So thanks for joining, guys. Yeah, part of the problem was... Walking Dead is too long of an episode. We thought we had enough time, but it went slightly over. So, who here is into The Walking Dead? Just comment in the, the comments. And, yeah, so I'm going to show you the first piece out of the box. It is, plastic. That's all it is. So... Ooh, I gotta turn on something. I have a field monitor over there. If that looks scary, me coming at you, I'm sorry. So, plastic over the shoulder. It's actually wrapped of what I had of a old knockoff, like, hardhead. So that's the instruction sheet here. Robot Force. All right. Steven hasn't watched the Walking Dead since the first season. Well, I understand. But I do reactions on The Walking Dead. Do I actually have a second one of these? Damn. I have a second one of these, apparently. This is the knockoff of... Well, he's kind of Defensor. He's kind of Guard City at the same time. And we have Skye. So Skye is here. So, yeah, Walking Dead got much better in Season 9. Kind of 7 and 8 were kind of depressing. And I've been doing reactions. But, yeah. You watched me do some reactions, didn't you? You came into some of the reactions. All right. We don't have... ton in this box, but we have a few things. All right, everyone loves jump starters. Well, the ones nowadays. This here is a knockoff of Top Spin, but it's oversized, so it's a little bit bigger, and it's got a nose cone. So, yeah, so I'll do the governor, and the governor reacts, Alex. So, yeah, last night we did a live stream, and I was the governor. It was a lot of fun. We talked about the new episode 17. I just watched 18. Yeah, The Walking Dead is over. So, and Skye is just looking pretty. All right. I have a very cheesy robot. Looks like a boat that apparently is loved by Skye. Warship of some kind, changes into a robot. It's in the package. I'm not going to take it out. I don't think it's worth taking out. I think some of these here I showed in a different video, though not this one. This, I think, is a Revenge of the Fallen. I'm not sure if it's Sideswipe. Anyone know which movie car this is? I know he's starting to fall apart. I can... Definitely an Autobot. Yeah, I think this is the Sideswipe. And if I can get this thing to decide to transform... You gotta coax these fuckers. So yeah, I got his legs. I got to pull out his arms, which don't want to come out. But yeah, I think this is our buddy Sideswipe. At least he's not a dear friend, because he's a movie one. Yeah. Fear the Walking Dead. Now we're getting off topic, but that's fine. Fear. I didn't like the first season. I didn't really like the characters. The second season I started to watch, and it kind of I didn't like it. And then as we moved on, they brought Morgan over from the regular Walking Dead, and I kind of watched some episodes of that season, and then I watched, pretty much started reacting, I think, to season 5, which was bad. Season 6, though, was really good. We have by the way, a knockoff here of Silverbolt from Beast Wars. But yeah, Fear the Walking Dead, season 6 was really good. Season 7, I started to dislike it. When it had John Glover on it, it was good. That's all I'll say. Oh yeah, I guess you're noticing the shirt. I just recently saw them. You were not at RetroCon, or else you would have been able to see them too, because they had a concert there on Saturday night, which Sky didn't get to see because she's a cat. He's missing his head somewhere. We'll have to see if we can find it. It's Star Saber or Saber knockoff. Pulls apart. Yeah, Fear has been hit or miss depending on the season, and it's been a heck of a lot more miss lately. So, knockoff of Lio Convoy. I actually just got a new knockoff of Lio Convoy, which I'll be using for a review soon. Yeah, we got more flame effects. Lio here is missing. There's his other leg. So yeah, Fear, I kind of fell off the Fear wagon. I even stopped watching it after a while. World Beyond, I saw the first season, and the second season I never got around to it. And then Tales of the Walking Dead, I saw the first couple, and they were kind of good. But yeah, the red you think this is Swerve? That could be Swerve. I don't know. The movie characters, quite frankly, I don't like. I mean, the characters themselves are fine, but I do have to say the movie guys. Here we go. And the designs, they're just. I mean, yes, I like G1. These guys do not resemble G1. Which, I mean, Armada didn't necessarily resemble G1, but yeah, I think this might, I'm not sure who this is, but we're gonna have him transformed here in a second. I got his arms out. I gotta pop something over here. To get his head out at some point. Oh, wait, something's happening. Yeah, they're just kind of too complex, and they're kind of ugly, in my humble opinion. So, this looks like, I don't know if he's Swerve or Sideswipe. What do you think, guys? Nostalgia craving. Well, I do, but I gotta say, I have an original G1 Soundwave. Mint, really nice. And the weapons, to me, they seem pretty sturdy. I don't know why they'd break. Yeah, I was never a big fan of the Bay ones, but the originals really can't be beat. So is this Sideswipe? Yeah, the robot mode is not great. I mean, he's got overly complex face. He's got the blade arms. Oop, got to take out the other hand. Michael Bay was trying to be realistic. Yeah. He was being an asshole. Alright, what we have in here. I found knockoff Silverbolt's head. Yay, so we will put that back on his body. The right way. What do you think, Sky? I mean, when I saw Bumblebee and how awesome the figures in Bumblebee were in that Cybertronian scene, I mean, why couldn't they have done that? I mean, yes, stick with the original designs, make them a little bit more technical, but, you know, he had to go and, I'm going to make a new Optimus Prime. There you go. Silverbolt. And we have an arm. So I have a Devastator that I have not yet been able to put into Devastator mode because he's a pain in the ass. He's the Jinbyo, or he's friggin' huge. And we have Devastator's hand and his gun from that set right here. So I'm going to put the gun in his hand. It's a big-ass gun. The big-ass Devastator, as you will see. And we have this guy, who is a third-party Transformer. I think there was a set of these, and they got scattered when I moved, that I have to go through and basically try to get them. I think they can merge. But, helicopter dude. We got some other weapons here. That I think is for the Saber knockoff. That one I'm not sure about. We got that canister thing. We got a fist for somebody. Another gun. Another gun. And this goes on the fake Lyo Convoy. What the hell else we got here? We have a base for the Titanium Cheetor. Oh, Sideswipe is silver. Well, sorry, I was thinking red Sideswipe, obviously. But no, Michael Bay had to change that. He had to change the look of all these Transformers. It's like, why? You know, Jazz. I got the movie Jazz somewhere, the Jazz in movie style, but in the original paint. And that's kind of cool. Though, again, I don't really like the design. Ooh, it's an upside-down tank. I think this is a Micromaster made large. All right, I'm going to... I can't really juggle. These are little capsule bots. I think I found some of these before. But they're little cars that transform. The black gun looks like Titan Returns Inferno's gun. That is possible. Because I have... It's probably a knockoff version of that. Because somewhere I have a red set of Protectobots. More capsules. And what's interesting, it's basically the Protectobots all in a red color scheme, which is cool. But the main guy broke, and they sent me a piece to try to fix him. And I should have just said, please send me replace the whole figure, because it's such a pain in the ass to try to fix him. So those could be knockoff guns from him, the broken one. I actually bought a Titans Returns or Combiner Wars Inferno to be the main guy of that set. But, shit, I have another box. Guys, hang with me a second, because I got to figure out where I put that other box. I don't know what it is. This week has been very... Sky's been entertaining you. Has been very disorganized. But we got another box full of stuff. We're going to put some of this shit over in here. Just to get it out of the way. Sky, sing or something. Hey Jeff, welcome. Yeah, some of these accessories, I definitely have to see who they go to. But this red gun goes to this fake oversized jump starter. I wish I had room to display all my stuff, but I don't. I gotta get there someday. Gotta get a winning Powerball ticket. Alright, you guys ready for the new box? Sky can be the hostess like Craig Ferguson. Well, she needs a Scottish accent. Oh. She does stand guard sometimes. Hi. Alright, so we got a box of shit. Well, not all shit. I think this is the Generations Orion packs. I don't know how he got in there. But... And he doesn't quite fit in with the Optimus shelf, but I'll have to put him on a shelf somewhere. He'll probably come out for a Versus review when we get the new Orion packs with Alpha Trion. Protecting the toys. We have a broken Swoop. His beak is missing. So yeah, this is a box of shite, as they call it. Shite. Miscellaneous stuff, including what looks like a Grimlock PVC leg. Just a bunch of little bits and pieces. We have a Micromaster jet from the Decepticon Airstrike team. I don't know if I'm going to go through all these things. There's missiles, a broken-ass G2 slingshot. If you have ever dealt with the G2 slingshot, you know these things break like you wouldn't believe. And I have pieces of 2 of them in here. I think last time I found the rest of the G2 aerial bots when I was telling the tale about how, you know, I tried to use one of the slingshots and the head broke when I merged them into Superion. And I broke out the other one and it crumbled apart when I transformed him. Well, those are those pieces. We got Astro Train's ass. Ooh, another piece of, there's another G2 slingshot in pieces. Bring me the head of Batman. I think I do have a G1 slingshot, incomplete, no gun, that I was going to paint into gold to replace the slingshot. I don't know where it is, though. I'm not sure if we found it in another box yet or anything. All right. Here's something. I got this in a lot that I bought from this guy. see, can we open this thing? This is like, I want to actually say he was hubcap because of the orange face. But how do I get this thing open? Alright, we got it. So I think this is some kind of third-party hubcap. He's actually a pretty cool toy, though joints are a little loose. Yeah, he's kind of loose. Gotta stiffen him up. Ever see a jumbo GoBot car that has black and red coloring and fins and a silver trunk? I think you're talking about the Super GoBots. And I think I've seen that guy. Yeah, he doesn't hold his gun very well. Anyway, third-party hubcap. And he still drops his gun. Or he could be future car. You could be right. Here's a very old Hulk. This guy is from... I can't even make that out. I'm getting old, guys. I can't see the copyright stamp on his back. Let's see if I can zoom in. Copyright. 1978? 1975? 1975 Hulk. Wonder if he's worth anything. The Super GoBots are pretty cool. I'm not sure who this guy is. He's an old action figure. Any ideas who he is? Sky seems to like him. He can kind of ride on her back. We got a very old Spider-Man. Yeah. He also seems to be from like 1975. So I have some old shit. Put Sky on some merchandise. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think this is an ice bridge for Iceman. Alright. This is not a knockoff. I hope I find his other gun. This is one of Ruination, the swindle guy. One of the Walmart exclusive ones. Alright, we just have some posts and I think a couple stands for some MicroMaster guys in there. Oh, here's a leg to a Super GoBot carrier, or a GoBot carrier. Alright, so as I said, I was trying, and I haven't finished putting him together. But this is that big-ass Devastator that I'm trying to finish. And I packed him away when I moved like a year ago. And now I have to finish him up. So this is obviously, we have long haul and hook together. But this is, he's going to be massive. The biggest Devastator, well, Combiner Wars is probably going to be taller, but this one will be definitely heavier. Here we got the right foot forward for Scrapper. And yeah, I think I just have to figure out how to put these guys together. Here is Mix Masters leg mode. I wonder if I can figure this out on the stream. We'll have to. Here's his other hand, and he's giving the finger. So there you go. That's what Devastator thinks of humans. Yeah, here we have the scavenger. He's not ready to be merged. I have to figure out exactly how he connects. But I see a connector here, so I think that's part of it. But these are the huge, oversized ones. Here is Bone Crusher. And they're cool designs. It's just getting them to actually merge. They're fucking complex. It's nuts. It is big. I mean, if I put the legs on, which is as far as I've gotten, look at the size of this dude. Yeah, he is definitely big. I mean, I would say he's probably still a little shorter than the Combiner one, Wars one, but not by much. He is huge and solid. And I need to figure... Once I figure out how to get him together, I will have to do a video on him. But I'm not going to probably transform him. All right. It is. It is huge. Yeah, the Gobot Command Center. Yeah, it's kind of a ship with legs. Anyway, this is a Draconian Guard from Buck Rogers in the 25th century. He's a little loose. That's the rubber band inside, but he's still together, and who knows, someone might want him. All right, we have, this is the Onslaught or Mega Octane from the Walmart set. I wonder if their weapons are in here. Finding a lot of wrapping plastic, because obviously I wanted to keep my stuff safe. All right, this guy turns into a motorcycle. He's a set again of Transformers. They merge into a larger one. I think he goes with the boat that we looked at the other week and the helicopter dude that we put over here somewhere. Gonna definitely have to find them all and put them together and do a video. All right, enough of the packaging. What we have here are some cyber keys. One is a Decepticon cyber key. The other is an Autobot cyber key. And I'm going to need to figure out whose cyber keys these are. I know there's a guide online. All right. Constructicons. This dude is one of the Bayverse Constructicons. I don't know if they actually called him Bone Crusher or anything like that. All right, you guys tell me, who the hell is this guy? And why does he have the worst legs and feet in the world? This guy is like horrendous. And I guess these are supposed to clip somewhere. I have no idea. Any thoughts, guys? Okay. We have a knockoff Bumblebee here. Volkswagen Bug. And I believe I can figure out his transformation. Cracks open like that. Yeah. Ooh, he even has his gun. It was stored inside. Ooh, his feet actually are in here too. So he's not totally that simple. All right. His arms come out like so. That comes down here. So this is a Bumblebee with the face of the movie one and the form of, I guess, the Bumblebee movie one, but definitely a knockoff, but it's not a bad one. All right, that was less than I expected in that box, guys. So I guess I could, yeah, this, I'm going to need to look up YouTube videos for this shit. I do want to put this Devastator together because he would look really good next to all the other Devastators. Yeah, having humans to squish is always a good time. Alright, so since we are out of guys, I'll just give you guys a preview of some stuff that I will be reviewing soon, hopefully. So next thing I'm reviewing, I don't have down here, is Rail Racer. Basically, the combined form of the three trains from Robots in Disguise 2001 that were called J1, J2, and J3, and then J something when they were combined. Yeah, no squishing cats. Bayverse Devastator. Yeah, I agree. It's awful. I have a gold Legendary Heroes Soundwave here. And so he's called Scaramanga. Scaramanga. Is he scared of manga? So I will be reviewing this soon. He's kind of a cool piece. But I am going to do trains. I'm also going to be reviewing. So let me ask you guys, who saw my video on the evolution of Cosmos? All right, this is my chance to pick your brain because I'm thinking of doing one with the evolution of Wheelie because we just got the new Studio Series movie version of Wheelie. And so I'm thinking of going through G1 through all the versions of Wheelie, including one that actually is based off jazz. Is that something you guys want to see? And I know Becoming Wealthy has Soundwave envy, especially because it's gold. A gold Soundwave, yeah. Let's see if I can make anyone else jealous. Yeah, I'm also going to be doing a comparison between, this is the Velocitron Speedia Clampdown. They're calling him Diaclone Universe Clampdown. Now, to compare to him, I should have down here, maybe this will make you jealous. This is the eHobby exclusive Clampdown. Yeah, so Steve, did you like the evolution? Did you like me going through all the forms of Cosmos? All right, you like the evolution vid? So yeah, I'm going to try to do them all. I'm not doing the evolution of Bumblebee because there's so many fucking bumblebees, the video would be 3 hours long, and I don't think I have all of them, and I have a lot of bumblebees. But good, I have at least one person who's going to watch it. Yeah, so this is the Diaclone version, the eHobby exclusive of Clampdown. So I'll be doing a versus review comparing these guys. It'll probably go pretty quick because everyone's seen those. I will also, and I don't have the other one right here, I'm going to do hauler versus road hauler. So this is the new road hauler. I have the original hauler that came with Sunstorm. So I'll be doing a versus review. And yeah, what else do I have here? Oh, another Soundwave. This is the Evil Energy version of Soundwave. And he apparently comes with Ravage and maybe Laserbeak. I'm not sure. It's showing Ravage on the back, but it shows Laserbeak on the cover. But yes. Whatwood, welcome. The Legacy line has been really cool for the most part. Just distribution issues with Cosmos are a problem for a lot of people. But yeah, so there's another Soundwave I'll be doing. Yeah, I'm kind of... Part of me is like, hey, I was one of the few people who had Clampdown, but I kind of like the new styles. Because I had Clampdown and Deep Cover. They came out with 2 deep covers. Had the Tiger Track, and they came out with a new Tiger Track. So I had the old and the new of a lot of them. Yes, another Soundwave. We're going to have like Soundwave week. Do I have another Soundwave over here? Yeah, I have a lot of the older toys, a lot of the eHobby stuff. I also am going to be doing these guys. Now, I have the world's smallest Transformers, the actual ones. But these are the Dr. Wu things. So we got Black Spray versus Acid Rain. So we got another Seeker and a version of Sea Spray who's like gray and black. Then we have Sky Ghost, who looks like Bad Boy, and Purple Lightning, who's like Hot Link. Mini ones. Yeah, the G1 Cosmos, not very posable, but he's a classic. Yeah, if you watch that video, there have been a lot of Cosmoses, and they started going into a longer, more disc-shaped thing, and then the new one went bloop. I also show the Magic Square one. So this is Twin Born, or Twin Horn, they're calling him. It's basically Twin Cast, and Solar Wind, who's basically Sunstorm. So these, I have to go through and on all of these. I have like 3 more packs over here. Get over here. Get over here. All right, I'm back. That wasn't easy. But yeah, this is Starfear and Spray Drift. Sea Spray and Starscream in the size of the world's smallest. How do you mean by the Bumblebee and Cosmos thing? What's the big deal? I'm not sure what you mean. Blue Thunder and Sky Glider, Power Glide, and Thundercracker. And then Dark, Sky, and Soundmaster. So we got a Blaster and a Skywarp. So the Bumblebee and Cosmos thing, I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, a lot of people, when Hasbro put out this new Velocitron Cosmos, everyone was like, a G1, he's like the size, you know, he's in scale with all the other figures, you know, but they only put one per case, which was stupid because he was going to sell. I mean, he'd still be hard to find even they put 2 per case, but the Dr. Wu shit is really good, Steve. If you haven't gotten the Dr. Wu stuff, check that out because they're a lot more posable than the Old World Smallest. The Old World Smallest are just like the originals. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to just be stupid and, you know, only release 1 per case. That was kind of dumb. But, yeah, that's what they ended up doing. 1 per case. And it's just been nuts. Well, Hound and Trax, they've released Hound a couple times in the Earthrise set, so he's kind of already been redone. Yeah, as far as Trax, they did one that I don't know why people hated on it so much, but they did a new Trax in the Kingdom line. It was either Kingdom or it was the Earthrise line, but they did a new one and people didn't like it. I do not know why people didn't like it. I think it's fine. Gonna try to transform this little fucker here, which shouldn't be too difficult. So yeah, they did a new Trax. It was not received well, but who knows, maybe we'll get yet another Trax. The Masterpiece Trax, or I might have a knockoff of it, is really nice. But Trax is my favorite character. He's such an awesome Autobot. He looks so good in his auto mode. So, yeah, I'm always up for a new Trax, but I don't think we need one so quickly. One thing I'll say about some of these third parties, they're really intricate, and sometimes they don't need to be as intricate as they are. But I guess that's part of the appeal. Because they're not trying to be like Hasbro and dumbing it down for kids. You're not well, Bumblebee, there's the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line. I don't think there's a Bumblebee that's still very hard to get. But Cosmos has definitely been a pain in the ass for people to get. All right. Yeah, these things are more complex than they need to be. I will figure it out at some point. Yeah, I am not sure. I know Cosmos, people are still looking for him. Hopefully they'll do something about it. Ah, I think I see what's going on here. The arms have to go that way. And then this goes this way. All right. Sometimes it's just one little thing that you need to figure out. Though this guy's kind of, for a third party, you'd think he'd be in better, you know, he's like die-cast metal, but he's like falling apart. What the hell, man? But yeah, everyone is looking for Cosmos, and I mean, he's a cool character. Crashes a lot. Top Spin and Twin Twist. Yes, they were re-released, believe it or not. And those re-releases are a lot more popular. His legs just fell off. I'm going to have to see if I can tighten this thing up. The re-releases were a lot more popular. They were, I think, in Titans Returns, they were Headmasters. Yeah, well, Bumblebee's always your buddy. But Towson and Twin Twists were re-released in Titans Returns. They were Headmasters. I couldn't find Twin Twist in the US version. I ended up getting the Japanese version, who's also a Target Master, so he's pretty cool. And yeah, the originals are still very common. You can find them everywhere, but the Titans Returns ones are hard to find. And there's also the new Diaclone version of Twin Twist that just came out in the Wreckers. So those are much better toys than the original, which just flipped. But I used to have a collection of Topspin and Twin Twist and all these color variants, Saltman Z and all these things from other countries. A huge assortment of just color variations, just knockoffs. I probably had about 20 different jump starters of different colors. They were very cool. Playing with a toy with many parts is fun, kind of like a woman. Okay. Women have many parts, and part of those parts is a brain and the ability to say no. So, unless you have consent, don't be playing with no women. But yeah, playing with a woman with consent is always fun. Bone Crusher goes from construction to a truck. Here's the thing with Bone Crusher. They have pretty much gone back to the original. He was a bulldozer, and he is again a bulldozer. Other versions of Bone Crusher, he was a bison, a bull, bison or a bull, something like that, in the Beast Wars line. And then I don't remember any other versions of Bone Crusher, but he's usually a bulldozer. Exactly, Alex. So I don't think that they change the names or reassign the names to different things for copyright reasons. I just think they they had was it a Grimlock as one of the Constructabots in RID? You know, instead of calling them, I think it was like Wedge. I have to look this shit up. So he merged into Landfill. And hey, Sky, welcome back. We're just shooting the shit because I'm out of toys. Yeah. Landfill. Yeah, it was formed by combining Wedge, Heavy Load, High Tower, and Grimlock. So Grimlock was a construction vehicle. They just reused names to keep the trademark. You see, if copyright and trademark are a little bit different. So copyright is like created works, videos, books. With this stuff, it is like if they name a toy Bumblebee, and they trademark that, then no one else can have a toy named Bumblebee. So you saw for a while on these toys, they had Jazz, and then later on they'd have to call them Autobot Jazz, because Jazz just alone they couldn't actually trademark, and there were other toys named Jazz at the time in lines that I'm not familiar with, but there you go. And Slag, I don't know if slag is used as a name for somebody else. What do you think? But they call them slug now. Maybe they don't slag. That's either a choice by, their team to say, no, you can't, slag is too much like a curse, so we're going to call them slug. But I call them slag forever. But for some of these guys, yeah, they couldn't call them the same name. And in some cases, they made name changes, like Flywheels, the Duocon, who was actually supposed to be named Battletrap. They renamed him Skytread when they reissued him as a brand new toy, which is kind of a cool name. Battletrap, they kept as Battletrap, and they made it Road Trap and Battle Slash, two separate Transformers that merged into one and became Battletrap. But yeah, so slag could be a curse word in the UK. That might be why, they're calling him slug. But I will always call him slag. So here's a couple things that happened in China that, because of mix-ups, like one of them is Flywheels and Battletrap, their names got mixed up. And when they got here to the States, they couldn't really do anything about it, so they just, allowed the names. But Flywheels makes no sense for, the original toy, because he doesn't have wheels, he has treads. Right, Sky? Another thing that happened was that the tech specs for Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Starscream all got mixed up. So, it shows Starscream's rank as like 5 when it's supposed to be like 8 or 9. Because he's Air Commander. So, yeah, so they messed that up. Also, the headmasters, the original headmasters, were supposed to be smaller, probably about the size that we have now. But because of a scaling thing, they got made bigger. And what could they do? They made, hundreds of thousands of them. And what was Hasbro going to do? Say no? Remake them? They would have had to eat that money. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, I was hoping for a more exciting last episode, but ran out of toys. If you want to contact me through phantomspotlight.com, you can reach out if you have a box of toys that you'd like to send my way. Maybe I can do a special here and there. I'm thinking, so right now I'm doing live streams on Monday as the governor. Starscream may be a Scientologist. I'll get to your question in a minute, becoming wealthy. So generally, so on Mondays I do a live stream as the governor. I'm wondering where the governor is today. So I do a live stream as the governor on Mondays. So that's for the duration of The Walking Dead, which will be over in November. So in December, I may come back. I'm thinking of just doing a series called Talkin' Toys. And I'll bring out some interesting toys, and we'll talk about them and chat and bullshit and do that. But that won't be till December. The Predacons in the near future as toys, well, I have not heard about new ones, but they did do the Power of the Primes set of Predacons. And they've reissued the Predacon several times. I have the Platinum Edition reissues. But there is a set from Power of the Primes of Predaking that's out there. And I am debating about whether I want to take all the Razor Claws that I have, because there's some that are part of a merge group, and reviewing all the Razor Claws, all the Rampages, all the Dive Bombs, until we get, through all of them, and then review all the Predakings. Which there's actually a Predaking that I saw. I didn't pick him up because he was probably way too expensive. I saw him at a toy show. But there's the Predaking from Prime Beast Hunters. He's just like, looks like Tiamat. Do I play D&D? Excuse me. A little bit of COVID. I do not play D&D. I've played other role-playing games, and I think doing that would be a little bit difficult. So I'm thinking I may do a live stream. If anyone here has heard of Rodimus Primal. He's moving soon, but I'd like to definitely, maybe before he moves, get him on live stream, and we can talk about things like, I don't know, I was thinking the Junkions, just delving into the Junkions and who they are. Because we're getting a lot more Junkions coming out soon, which is pretty cool. Alright, so tomorrow night on Phantom Spotlight, they're doing Carrie, the original Sissy Spacek movie based on Stephen King. I'm just trying to get this into shape. So they'll be talking about bringing back Carrie, bringing new versions of that to the screen and what that would take. Yeah, Rodimus Primal, it's a cool dude. I just saw him at RetroCon. And guys, seriously, if you can make RetroCon next year, it's just getting better and better every year. So, and there's some panels up on Phantom Spotlight. You can watch the Thundercats panel. You can watch, which I moderated. You can watch the Venus Terzo panel, which I moderated. You can watch the Claudia Wells panel, which I did not moderate. And I'm going to actually be putting up another Bob Budiansky History of Transformers and Q&A. I mean, the first part's going to be pretty much similar to what he's done before, but then the Q&A might be different. And Mickey Dolenz and Butch Patrick will be up. You got the new Wreck-Ar with Studio 86 Hot Rod riding him. That's cool. They have the new Junk Heap, I think. Is it Junk Heap or Scrap Heap or... Yeah, I kind of want to do like an all the Junkions video. Because I have the original Wreck-Ar. I have Junk Heap and Scrap Heap and all these different heaps. I have Detrius, the eHobby exclusive, and they're putting out more soon. So I'm wondering if I should do that before the new ones or after. What is Phantom Spotlight? That is my other channel. So, in fact, if you go to the Toy Spotlight channel and you go down to the bottom, there's like featured channels. Phantom Spotlight is one of them. That we have panels from celebrities. We have interviews with celebrities. We have reaction videos for The Walking Dead. We have other reaction videos. We have VCR Redux, which talks about bringing back old franchises. We have a ton of different stuff. So there's a lot. You should definitely check it out. If I have a junk end bit, I have to name it Dare to Be Stupid. Well, what's cool is I have Wreck-Ar from the animated. And if you watch Transformers Animated, the person who voiced Wreck-Ar in the animated show, the Transformers Animated show, not Eric Idle from the movie, not whoever did it in the original G1, but in Transformers Animated, was Weird Al himself. And it's very cool. And they definitely wrote the lines for him. Right? Right? All right, guys. So I will not be back next week, but feel free to go over to Phantom Spotlight. And in December, we'll come back with Toy Talk. And I'll drag out something. We'll talk about the toy, and we'll talk about, whatever else you guys want to talk about. Leonard Nimoy was awesome. Alex, thanks for being a cheerleader for Fan of Spotlight. So, yeah, you guys stay out of trouble. Thanks for tuning in. And, yeah, Weird Al has done a little bit of voice work. I love VHF, too. It's one of the best movies. So maybe we'll be back. I mean, if you want to send me boxes of toys for me to unpack, what's in the box will be back. If not, we'll have to wait for me to get more boxes of toys some other way. But thank you for watching.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Have some fun playing with your box.
And we will see you guys hopefully in December for Toy Talk. And maybe I'll do a special with Rodimus Primal sooner rather than later. But you guys enjoy your night. And as always, have fun. And good hunting.